Hello and welcome to Two Gaming, back with Life in the Village, and we hit a small snag with our Minecolony build. Yes, doing as promised, the barracks going there. And I was going to get to the citizens hut next for the fisher lady and the barracks, but we've hit a problem, and it's this. We look at the recipe required, and it says Oakwood Stairs. Oh, it's changed.
I'm lacking some resources.
Request Oakwood Stairs. Let's fulfill it. Well, how's the problem disappeared? It hasn't updated. It hasn't fixed anything. Oh, she must have placed the right blocks. Okay, what happens is, in part of the build, it comes up in the list requesting a particular item. Would have been easy to just show you as it happened, but obviously she got past the bump. Where are we? Barracks. It comes up with asking for a Barracks Tower Placeholder, and it looks like this in the list. And I'm like, oh, okay, how do I do that? So I clicked on this, and it gives you this lovely looking thing, a placeholder block, and a scan tool makes a Barracks Tower Placeholder. Even looks like a placeholder block and not like this. So you know, you go in, okay, so that takes a scan tool and some wood, right, and what is the scan tool? Takes this. So you make two scan tools, you make that this thing, and then you make that thing, you put it together, and it gives you this lovely looking sort of block in your inventory, like so. I'm like, there we go, and I gave it to her, so there you go, you got your Barracks Tower Placeholder. No, it doesn't look like that, it's not a guard tower, it's Barracks Tower, blah, blah. And it wouldn't cross off the list. And I was like, oh, okay, so what does that mean? Why is she still standing there? You've got it. Now go and do it. Stop asking for stuff. Sorry, let me get this started so she can actually finish the job. Yeah, so I went through all of that, made it, didn't satisfy the requirements. And I'm like, oh great, it doesn't even look the same, it looks like this. So as you can see, I played around with everything. Is this it? Is this it? I made, I don't know how many of these scan tools and this placeholder blocks, and just trying to get it to work, and nothing would work. And I thought, it's broken. The whole thing's broken. That must be the problem. And you won't believe what I've been doing. I reinstalled it. I copied in the latest version of Minecolonies to see if it had been fixed, if it was like an update issue, like the edifice castle wouldn't work. Nah, I even went to the latest Minecolonies official mod pack, and it was still in there. And I searched on the net, and I finally found a mention of it. On, I don't know, the Discord or the GitHub or something. Like, I dug and I dug, and I finally found a reference to it, and it said, oh yeah, we know about the problem, it shouldn't even be there in survival. The placeholder block is a bit of code, it shouldn't be coming up on your GUI, you shouldn't be able to see that. Ignore it, just ignore it, give her everything else, and when she places over that spot, it'll disappear and it won't be a problem. So yeah, I'd spent all this time, I'm seriously telling us, a serious amount of time thinking, this is broken, I'm going to have to start a new, or what am I going to do if I can't even get the barracks tower to work? And all it came down to was, yeah, sorry, it's in the game, we're supposed to get rid of it, but we haven't yet, just ignore it. So yeah, if you get that when you're building your barracks tower, that's what it is. It's just to ignore it. Yeah. There we are, ta-da! Now it's actually finished, and I can build the guard tower and give is a you job? No, you've got it. Anyway, guard tower, manage workers. You have to construct it. Build. Yeah. So like I said, if it comes up asking for a Barracks Tower Placeholder, ignore it. Just give your builder everything else on the list, and it will obviously, as you saw, disappear. I thought it wouldn't disappear until the whole build was done, so I was just holding back those stairs so that I could show you. And obviously she built over it with something else, and it didn't even come up. But there you go. Now you know what the deal is with the Barracks Tower. Also, that prompted me to reassess the Swineherder. And I did a whole bunch of testing on that, and do you know what I found out? I found out that the Swineherder works for every build except the one I was doing. So if you want a Swineherder, just build anything but the, what was it, stone. I think it was stone I was trying to make. The wooden, which is basically just exactly the same schematic, just with more wood than stone, works. Everything else works. It's only when you do the stone Swineherder that it breaks. So there you go. I tested it a lot. You can make a dwarven Swineherd. You can make a tiger Swineherd. You can make every other type except the one I was trying to make on video, and it tripped me up the whole time. So yeah, I could, at some point I can retrieve that or grab one of the other duplicates I ended up with, that I can make as many Swineherders as I want. Whew, yeah, so it's been a fun time, and in between all of that, I've obviously been clearing a bit of space here. I'm going to, this hill I wanted to get rid of, because I want the barracks to be sort of stand out up on its own hill, and that's what I'm sort of planning, is having the road coming across the front of the town hall, and down here, and then along here, and then it will go up over the top there, just end here. There might be a little jagged stairway down to the fisher person's hut. I don't know whether I need it, if the citizen's hut's here. And then, yeah, and the road will also parallel over there. So yes, so I'll probably nestle the citizen hut up against this wall here, which will be nice. Yeah, fun and stuff. So let's do that. Let's go put that in, and then I'll have everybody housed. Oh, wait a sec, I better check I've got what I need for the guard tower over here, so it keeps moving. So yeah, I guess, you know, so Minecolonies, I found a few of the bugs, but you are when something's in development, and they're obviously still heavy in development for it. It is far from abandoned. One thing I did do is dump a heap of stuff in these citizen huts, because it comes with big chests for filling up with stuff. Now I need wood. She's after wood stuff. I can't remember if there's extras. So that'll be fun. What I would like to do as well is actually check out what's happening over here in Millenaire. So what I might do is I'm just going to go off camera, give Callie what she needs for the tower. Yeah, or should I do the scissors hut first? I'll do the scissors hut first. My building tool. Here we go. I want it to fit in a bit. What does the stone one look like? As long as it's not bugged too. Ooh. Nah. What am I doing, guard tower? I don't want a guard tower, I want a citizen's hut. Ugh. Not even thinking, am I? Citizen's hut needs torch. Torch, yeah. So yeah, I'm slowly remembering what's what. I need this down here. Yeah, that's it, Callie. Go do something. Don't wait around. So yeah, I'm getting lost. I'm getting distracted. There's movement at the station, and it is distracting me a lot. Okay, so we put that there. Get our scan tool. Should be the citizen's hut. Yes. Now we have already put in stone over here, haven't we? So we would do something different. What's alternative stone look like? Oh, that's right. It's really boxy. It's like, is that what? That's not what I've done there, is it? No, it isn't. Yeah, not that. No, that's all got leaves, which I don't like. What's that? Tiger. I think it's much like a wooden, except it's with spruce instead. Let's try something a little bit different. Let's see. What does the sandstone look like? I know that I think it will fit. Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, that's only good for like novelty build, like restaurants and stuff, like it did in the last build. That's medieval oak. It's a bit red. Yeah, oh no, shall we? It's actually going to overshadow the barracks, isn't it? That's a problem. If I was going to put it against the wall, maybe I just can't build it as high as big level. What does this look like at like level 3? Might still be a bit too big. Where's Tiger at that level? Why is it always in my face? Yeah, still a bit too much, Ah, Dwarven, yeah, that'll fit. A underground box. See, that's just gonna look really, really odd. One day maybe I might go in for that, but you know, maybe at level 3 that's actually not bad. Is that what I've done over there? I think it is. We checked Tiger, yeah, no, we checked Tiger at that level. Stone. Wooden. See, look how high that is. Even at the, maybe I have to just leave it at level 2 and be done with it. See, the thing with the housing is the levels affect the happiness, if I haven't mentioned that before. So having like 5 1-level houses is not as effective as having one 5-level house when it comes to contributing to happiness. It's like the standard of the village has an effect, if you get what I mean. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, maybe I'm just going to have to keep it at level 2, whatever I build. You know what, I'm not happy, but I'm just over trying to choose. I can always change it later, you know. It's a bit of a hassle making the builder change it totally, but you can in the build menu. You might have seen that. Nice, I can't build. Look, it looks like some sort of weird elephant thing. Oh, have a pop, stupid creeper. I'm busy here. No, that actually does look quite ugly. This is like a little weird trunk at the front. Maybe just an ordinary old wooden house will do. That's level 2. That works. That works. Yeah, I can go with that. Is that up a level? No, it just looks weird. There's no surface bit. Okay, I'll give it 1 space behind, up against the wall, and maybe 2. That'll do. Still give me enough space here for my roadway. No, I'm going to push it back 1. Okay, done. Finally. Now I'm going to just get this build sort of stuff happening, and then I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, so Kelly's building up the tower. I've just done a little few preparations for visiting the Millenaire village. I've got a message that the fisher lady's got her inventory full, which took longer than I thought it would. But yes, of course, with all of these Pam's Harvestcraft fish, it fills up awful fast. Not sure. Arcane zombie, how'd she manage that? Must have drowned, I guess. Run flesh, I guess I can take that away. And I'll take some raw fish. Pretty sure the villagers will buy the raw fish. No, they buy the cooked stuff. Okay, so let us go and see what they've been doing in our absence, because the whole time that I have been working, you'll notice here, the down in the bottom left corner here, the Japanese village, I'm too far away, so it's actually been inactive most of the time. Only when I'm near my house am I close enough for that to be active, or somewhere vaguely in the middle. Come back. The other one, if we've got is active. The Norman village has been active the whole time, so it should be quite a reasonable size by now. Because the whole time they've been industriously working away, creating their village and harvesting resources and whatnot. They don't need me for that. So they should have been expanding and upgrading and doing breeding and who knows what else. So there should be new people to meet and new buildings to discover. Let's see, so over here, we've got the miner. Was that here last time? Oh no, it's not coming up with, this is, you've just learnt this one, but anyway. Maybe they were here just not, oh. That's a weird sort of design you got going there, mate. Okay, anyway, so we're getting, ooh, they got like little castle kind of buildings and all sorts of funky stuff going on here. Oh, they're upgrading to stone paths. So as you can see, it's definitely advanced. What's this building? Oh, the chapel. So that's new. Nice. Okay, nice altar and everything else there. Oh, we'll finish the barracks. I'll have to go back and give somebody a job. Oh, a carpenter, I think that means. Nice work, folks. You have been busy. So, oh, more villages to meet. Look at that. Chonk, chonk, chonk. They have been expanding nicely. So let's see what they... Oh, remember this was used to be open. I forgot about that. There used to be that, and this was an open courtyard. Now it's fancy, fancy, fancy. Okay. So I brought along a few things that I thought they might need. Oh, they don't have wool. Don't they have a sheepy dude? Interesting. That could be an avenue. So I cooked up some of my stone because it's worth more. It's double if you cook it, and it was no trouble, especially with the super speedy furnaces we've got now. So I can sell a bunch of that and some denier and some of that. Look at it go. Shump. Of course, I'm just holding down the shift key to just sell it in chunks. What? Okay, they don't. I wondered whether they'd buy bricks or brick. Sometimes they do, but that's a big NO here. Lots of wood options, bit of stone, white wool, obviously they're in need of. They always buy iron. But bookshelves, even if it doesn't normally say bookshelves, you're on a pretty good wicket with those. And it's a reasonably good price. Chang chang. So yes, we now have a reasonable amount of money and we can buy the pouch. Yeah, so now all our money will be stored in there. Nice and convenient. Pretty expensive, but yeah, very helpful in that regard. Now I do I want to sell a bit of iron? Nah. Okay, so they straw beds. Yeah, that's interesting. Stained glass windows. That'd be nice in a few builds if you wanted to make your own. Long way from the one to summoning, of course. Norman tapestry. So they got a couple of good options in here. Look, they sell it. They're out of stock, but they want to sell wool. I don't get that. Anyway, whatever. So we've got another one of those quests complete, which is handy. Especially they didn't want the baked potato. Normally they'll take any bit of food you have. So my reputation will have increased slightly, but not a huge amount. Who's that? Is that the boss? Yes. Okay, so we're up to favourite trader, so that's nice. And we could even buy some... The petit terrain is just an empty plot or a small house. But they really are small, the houses you can get. I prefer to wait for something a little larger. So yeah, okay, so that's cool. So we check in there. It's coming along gangbusters over here. Lots of cool stuff. And I probably would like to get a house before they fill all their space in. That could be an issue. Maybe not. We'll just have to see, I guess. But it's interesting, the wool issue. I didn't really see any animal pens. I wonder if they actually have any sheep at all. Even though they have it supposedly as one of the items they will sell. Though they were out of stock. Anyway, okay. So that was nice. I think it's time I'll best go back and put in the last job. Now, did I actually put a build request on that citizen hut? I'm not sure that I did. That could be a factor. So I didn't see a started building message come up. Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, what's in it? Nothing too difficult. So we'll get rid of one of those complaint messages. Oh, actually, I wonder what this is going to... I'm not actually assess this. Here I go, running backwards and forwards. Bonk. But I did notice last time I was looking at the town hall that the happiness about guards had definitely come down a lot. Number of guards, boo. Saturation, boo. Number of houses, boo. So we're not very happy at the moment. What is the level? 6.7. What was that? Events, explode, fake. Oh, that would be the that creeper that exploded next to me, but it didn't work, so it says fake instead, which is an interesting thing to say. Okay, so we're looking at you get pretty unhappy because it's been a while. I've been stuffing around for far too long, and they're all sad little individuals. No, I don't want to upgrade, not yet anyway. Manage workers, higher. That's right, Hudson's left. There we go. He's a guard, but he's probably going to slice his own fingers off. And that's just too bad. Too bad. All your initial settlers are now employed. To attract more settlers, you have to build or upgrade housing for them. Now that's the old message. I wonder if that's changed with the new citizen mechanics, or whether this version isn't up to date enough to enact those citizen mechanics. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. But at least we now have a guard who's going to automatically start asking for some stuff, wooden sword and whatnot. What was I doing next? Oh yeah, I want to see that. I probably wouldn't have an immediate impact, but it might. Let's go see if the town hall's changed at all now that they've got a guard. No. Maybe tomorrow, something to check for next time. Okay, so we now have a guard. We've got a citizen's hut coming in. So when that's done, we'll have basically had the first stage complete. Our first 4 citizens will be done, and we'll be able to move on to the next level, which will start bringing in the barbarians. And I'll have to be serious about defense in that regard. But I will be able to show you some of the guard mechanics. I'll leave that for next time. I think I've been mucking around too much already. Okay, thanks for watching this episode, and I will see you next time.